Thank you for tuning in, and a huge thank you to the organisers for inviting me to present. It is an honour to spend time with you. The name of my presentation is What'll Happen to the Wattle? My name is Jacky Carpenter, and in 2006 I was burnt out and running 140 computers in a huge primary school in northern Sydney, as well as a full-time teaching load and assistant principal load. It was at this time the internet had just come into schools, and I was very fortunate to gain a scholarship to attend Space Camp USA, and that was my turning point. Fast forward to 2015 and I founded One Giant Leap Australia Proprietary Limited, and then in the following year I founded One Giant Leap Australia Foundation. We provide life-changing opportunities to all Australians, and our focus is on equality and diversity. Rural and remote Australia as well as the cities. Our not-for-profit organisation is flexible and agile. The proprietary limited company provides services to the foundation. This is how we make the impossible possible. Morgan Stanley has identified 10 drivers of the new space ecosystem: satellite launch, internet, data analysis, data mining, cybersecurity, telecommunications, water purification, lunar landing propulsion systems, thermal and radiation protection, Earth observation, silicon carbide lightweight telescopes, artificial intelligence, asteroid mining, fuel transfer, additive manufacturing, cost-effective material transport, space debris monitoring and cleanup, robotics, autonomy, advanced sensors, space tourism, space research, manufacturing advanced additive textiles and composite materials. There is a place for everybody in the new space ecosystem. There was a noticeable workforce trend in 2016 across the world where STEM degrees awarded by country were quite large in China, India, US, Russia, and so on. Australia is not mentioned here, and this can be of concern because the growth of launch activity is a direct correlation between the number of STEM graduates and the success rate of launch. So hopefully in the near future, One Giant Leap Australia Foundation and its efforts will have an impact on the number of STEM graduates coming out of our universities. Our Australian students are facing multiple challenges: the moving feast of Education 4.0, their mental health and their connectedness, not just with their community and the people around them, but the connectedness of Earth and space, the connectedness of community, of the coast and the remoteness of our country. So feeling connected into this ecosystem is very, very important. Here at the Foundation, we provide immersive experiences. We give experiences where we do problem solving, using multiple senses, working with others. It's a global scaled experience and it has long-lasting outcomes. We create inclusive and immersive programs, and we connect, inspire and engage our whole community, locally, nationally and internationally. A selection of our programs can be found on our website. Here are some right now. I'm not going to go into depth with them all, but there are robotics competitions. We do outreach in all kinds of communities, Arnhem Land, Indigenous communities across the globe. We also are just about to announce the new Scientists for a Day competition that we run for NASA, and we will be announcing Mission Aerospace 2021, which will be held in Western Sydney next year. What I'd like to talk to you about today, though, is the Asian Herb in Space program. The Asian Herbs in Space program launches on SpaceX 21 in early December. The experiments are from Japanese and Malaysian scientists looking at sweet basil and holy basil growth. This experiment has been going for 4 years, and Australia has never ever been able to participate until this year. One Giant Leap Australia Foundation, supported by the Australian Space Agency, will be announcing very soon that we will be growing 7,000 basil seeds across the country with community groups, horticulture groups, schools, scouts, Girl Guides and any other community groups who may be interested in this citizen science project. We are excited because this will be a beginning of inspiring some of our groups into the agricultural and agribusiness space of the space ecosystem. So these seeds will be going to the International Space Station, and there'll be 2 experiments being carried out. One will be the effects of light on growth and the aroma of the seeds and the plants, and experiment 2 will be the effects of light on growth direction. So what will happen is in Australia, the 7,000 seeds that we grow, the data will be collected in an app, and we will give that information to the Malaysian and Japanese scientists, and then in return we will be able to compare the growth that's happened on the International Space Station. This is very exciting because it brings space to Earth. It is also a simple thing that we can do that is very cost effective, that will be inspirational to all our students. Now, the second part of this mission is immersive and engaging, and it will be inspiring all Australians. One Giant Leap Australia Foundation has sent wattle seeds to be sent to the space station. So we will have a few thousand seeds go to the space station next month. And we've been asking schools from around Australia to tell us why we should choose them to be one of the wattle schools, because what will happen to the wattle? So there are hundreds of schools around Australia taking part, from preschools to scout groups, Australian Air Force Cadets, primary schools, high schools, TAFE colleges, and even universities. So I've included a map here of the schools and the locations we've already identified, but there'll be another 50 spots in Queensland and probably another 200 spots overall on the map. I thought we would share with you some videos of the schools that applied to become wattle schools. I hope you feel as inspired as we are.
Cromer Public School is on the far south coast of New South Wales. We are known as a small school with a big heart.
On the morning of the 31st of December, a bushfire ripped through our village, destroying about 1 in 5 of the houses and countless sheds and outbuildings. It was very scary and sad to see so much destruction.
The biggest change in the way our village looks is the loss of trees. Many of the trees in our school grounds died. Crews spend weeks cutting them down and mulching them or removing them. We would love to grow some beautiful golden wattles in the school grounds.
2 of our students, Akiva and Golda, live next door to the school. This is their house.
We love growing plants at Cromer. Our parents raised lots of money to build a fantastic orchard. It was opened at the end of last school year. 2 weeks later it burnt. Then this year a truck tipped onto it. Our school needs some better luck.
At our school, we study Japanese. We like that the seeds are going to the Japanese part of the space station. That is called Kobe, which means hope.
So as you can imagine, the students of that school, 53 students in the school, everything burnt down. So they look towards this program to give them hope and a positive outlook to the future. So it was really easy to select Kwama School as a school that will help grow the wattle. So presently we're under the development with the app and organising the research. The images that you can see, the golden wattle, the one on the right is Professor Greg Chamitoff, and it's not very well known, but in 2008 Greg Chamitoff took wattle seeds and other native garden seeds to the International Space Station, and he brought the seeds back and some experiments were done on the wattle and other plants. Nobody kept any of the seeds, and all of the wattle trees have either been died or dug up because they were in the wrong kind of place and things had to be built over the top. So we've been trying to research and find the wattle trees, and none of them have been kept alive, and no seeds have been kept from those plants. So we hope to now build on what Greg Chamitoff and the seed bank at Mount Annan started, and we would like to make sure that in the future the seeds that we get to space and bring back again, that some are kept at the seed bank, but more than that, planting generation after generation of these wattle seeds to make wattle trees, and using the seeds to further look at the genetic or any changes that might have happened with the wattle. So we're very excited to be developing an app, and that app then will locate where all the trees are planted around Australia, so we'll have a space wattle tree map. There was an amazing little video made by a Year 2, Year 4 and Year 6 student, and this is where we need to look. To increase the STEM careers for students in our country, especially into the space sector, we need to make sure that we all build a community right from preschool all the way through to university level and beyond, into industry, into government. We need to take the whole community on our journey so that we can get the support that we need to have the top quality graduates coming into the STEM careers. And this has been a major focus of One Giant Leap Australia Foundation for the last 10 years. Thousands of Australians, students and teachers, garden nurseries, parents, the local newspaper, everybody is really excited about this program. We're seeing Facebook, podcasts, we've got press releases being sent. The picture in the middle is of a school where they bought some wattle and they were just about to go to a film shoot with the local member of parliament to announce that they're a wattle school. So it's amazing how that little packet of seeds on the right is setting fire to our community for thinking about space careers, giving everybody hope for the future, and also making dreams a reality. Because as we've just seen, some people dream of being an astronaut, others dream of being in a rock band, and that's okay, because all of us together doing the best we can do, it means that the world's in a wonderful place. So if you want to know more about what we do at One Giant Leap Australia Foundation, please follow up with our website. You can find me on LinkedIn, Jacky Carpenter, or you can email me at onegiantleap@bigpond.com. So thank you for spending time with me today, and it's been wonderful to be able to share with you how inspirational this program has been. And for the next 2 years, we're looking forward to showcasing how that little packet of seeds is going to absolutely transform STEM space careers in our country. Thank you.